Most students are using AI for homework the wrong way, and it's going to get them caught. If you are just copying and pasting from ChatGPT, you aren't innovating. You are just outsourcing your brain. But in 2026, the top 1% of students are using AI as co-pilots, not a ghostwriter. Today, I'm showing you the human to AI to human workflow that gets you an A ethically in half the time. And yes, I'll show you how to do it without getting caught by detection tools.
Hi, I'm Mavina Chinasa, a generative AI specialist. I was trained by the Deep Tech Ready program, sponsored by Data Science Nigeria and Google. And I'm on a mission to help hundreds of young innovators master this technology. AI isn't going anywhere, so you might as well learn to be its master, not its servant.
Never start with a blank page. The AI can help you explore options. Let's say you were given an assignment to write a history essay on the Industrial Revolution that focused on the environmental impact. You can prompt the AI to help you brainstorm. We are using ChatGPT now. Now you see the prompts. Help me brainstorm 5 unique angles for a history essay on the Industrial Revolution that focused on the environmental impact. Now let's send it and see what. Remember, we are trying to see how the human to AI to human workflow works. Now, the AI have given us 5 unique and thought-provoking angles. Let's check them out. The first one is the Industrial Revolution as the birth of the climate crisis. It gives you the core idea. Argue that the Industrial Revolution marks the true beginning of modern climate change. They also give you a unique angle and points you could explore. Then see even thesis direction. The second one is urbanization and the invention of environmental inequality. Also give you core idea, unique angle, points to explore, and thesis direction. The fourth one, deforestation, extraction, and the rise of resource capitalism. They also give you what you need. And the fourth one, the psychological shift, changing humanity's relationship with nature. Core idea, it focus on culture and philosophical environmental change. You see that? And this fourth one looks very unique. You can work on that one. Like for me, I can select this particular angle. And when you have now gone through the whole, look at the fifth one, Industrial Revolution as a catalyst for environmental reform. So I find this one more appealing. That is the fourth suggestion. So what I will now do is to copy it. I'll copy this fourth one, then I'll refine it with my own thoughts. You see how it works. So first, you have an essay, you prompt the AI to brainstorm, give you options, the AI give you options, then out of the options, you pick the one that appeals to you, and then you now take it and refine it with your own thoughts. That's how human to AI to human workflow works. Here, we're going to demonstrate how AI can act as our 24/7 tutor. We don't just paste answers to find out if you are right. You paste concepts you don't understand to find out why it's right. Now, we're going to give the AI a complex math word problem that has a single question. This problem is complex because it blends calculus, probability, optimization, and conditional expectation into one. Here is the complex math problem, the AI delivery drone optimization problem. A tech company is testing an AI-powered delivery drone. The drone must travel from warehouse A to a customer located 10 km east and 6 km north of the warehouse. However, the drone does not fly directly. It must first fly east to some point, x0, then fly in a straight line from x0 to 10.6. Energy consumption depends on wind condition. The first horizontal leg consumes energy at a rate of 2 plus 0.1x units per kilometer because wind resistance increases as it moves further east. The second leg consumes energy at a rate of 3 plus 0.05d units per kilometer, where d is the length of that diagonal segment. Now, under wind failure probability, there is also a random wind burst that may occur during the second leg. The probability density function of wind failure occurring at distance t along the second leg is Ft equal to t over d to the power 2, where d is the total length of the second leg. If failure occurs at distance t, the drone must return to x0, costing double the energy spent up to that point. Now the question is, find the value of x that minimizes the expected total energy consumption of the drone. You can see that this question is complex. So what we'll do, instead of just pasting the question to get an answer, we'll copy it and then get an explanation to get a better understanding of the answer. Let's see how the AI does that. So we copy the question and we head straight to the AI. We paste it here and then we prompt it this way. Explain this to me like 12 years old and show me 3 ways to solve this problem. So we asked it to explain this to me like I'm 12 years old and show me 3 ways to solve this problem. And let's see what we'll get. Now the AI has started responding. It says it's okay to find this challenging. This is actually a high-level optimization problem, which is just a fancy way of saying we are looking for the sweet spot to save the most energy. Think of this like a video game level. You want to get your drone to the finish line without the battery dying. Let's break down the rules of this game first. The drone starts warehouse A at 0.00, destination the customer at 0.106. The rule, you have to fly east first to a point we'll call X and then fly diagonally to the customer. Step 1, the energy that is price tag. We have 2 different costs here. The east leg, the further you go east, the harder the wind pushes against you. The diagonal leg, this depends on the distance d. We use the Pythagorean theory here. That's the formula. Then step 2, the wind rates. This is the tricky part. There is a chance the drone fails
and has to turn back. The problem gives us a probability density function. That is the function. This is just a math way of saying the further the drone flies on the diagonal, the more likely it is to hit a wind burst and have to double back. 3 ways to solve this problem. Since we want to find the perfect value of x, the sweet spot, here are 3 ways to look at it. First, the trial and error method, the gamer way. Imagine you have a slider for x from 0 to 10. If x is 0, the drone flies diagonally the whole way. It's a shorter path, but the diagonal energy cost is high. If x is 10, the drone flies 10 km east, then 6 km straight north. The east wind will be very strong by the time you reach x equal 10. The goal, you test x equal to 5, then x equal to 6, then x equal to 7 until you find the lowest total energy number. Number 2 is the expected value equation, the math way. We create a big formula for total energy, that is E. This formula combines energy of leg 1 plus energy of leg 2 plus the risk cost of turning back. The math looks like this. That is the math. Once you have that big formula, you use calculus, specifically finding the derivative and setting it to 0 to find the exact bottom of the energy curve. Another method is the graphing method, the visual way. If you put the big energy formula into a graphing calculator like Desmos, it must look like a valley. The y-axis is the total energy, the x-axis is the distance x, the lowest point in that valley is your answer. It also gives us a coach tip. You don't need to know how to solve the big integral, the calculus part right now to understand the logic. The most important thing is realizing that x is a trade-off. If you go too far east, leg 1 is too expensive. If you don't go far enough, leg 2 is too risky. Do you see that? So it helps us explain and show us 3 ways that we can solve the problem and get the answer. Instead of just going straight and say, give me the answer, you will now use these 3 methods and check with what you already know, and it makes it easier for you to get your answer. So this is one way that AI can help you understand complex theories and give you an idea on how to solve. And it makes you be a smarter student that knows how to handle complex matters just by using AI to break it down in such a way that you understand and then know the approach you can use to solve the problem.
Another area where we can use the human to AI to human workflow is in assignments. Let's say we are given an assignment or a homework to write the meaning of the word generate. What does the word generate mean? Now, let's assume we don't know what it means and we prompt ChatGPT, what does the word generate mean? And then ChatGPT have given us the answer. The word generate means to produce, to create, or cause something to happen. Simple meaning, to generate something is to bring it into existence. And he has also given us some few examples, like in electricity, solar panel generates electricity. That means they produce electricity and the rest. So having gone through this definition and the examples, I now have an idea of what the word generate means. So I now use the idea I got from the AI to now write my own definition. Instead of me to copy it verbatim, which will be wrong, I'll now use the definition to make up my own, using my own thoughts to write the meaning of the word generate. So let's see the word generate means to make something new. Do you see that? There is what I wrote as my answer is quite different from what the AI gave me as the definition. But you see that they are all the same. It means the same thing. So with the idea it gave me, I was able to write what the word generate means. So this is the difference between an AI user and an AI innovator. Copying AI is plagiarism. Using AI to generate a framework and then writing it in your own voice is research. This keeps your work 100% yours, 100% ethical, and 0% detectable. Now you know the workflow, but to truly dominate, you need the roadmap. Inside the Generative AI course for young innovators, we don't just show you how to use AI, we teach you how to audit it. You will complete a capstone project that makes you an AI detective, capable of proving your work is original and ethical. Plus, you will earn a certificate to add to your portfolio. It's on Selar, link in the description.
If you're ready to go from just surviving school to actually leading in the AI revolution, head over to the link in the description. I'll see you inside the course. Let's build your superpower.